Last will and testament. Last will and testament. I can think of few things that make me feel good that are more important than leaving behind an inheritance. Leaving debt for your kids instead of wealth isn't a very proud legacy. When I go, though, and forgive me for saying this, I mean to leave my kids money. Leaving them with no insurance to bury you with and no inheritance isn't quite the worst thing you can do, but it's on the list of things to do for most prudent parents. Practical wisdom, prudent parents to get an appropriate life insurance policy and retirement savings, if nothing else. My folks are as sentimental as I am. I've got a pile of Native American artifacts. That's part of a man's heritage, in many cases here in Louisiana. Many of us can, as I've said before, follow our family tree back to the folks who made these arrowheads, spear and little dart points, slings. I've found small knife blades, drills, scrapers, and spoke shaves and perforators, and a lot of these things link us back to Bible times. One of the things I've always admired about those ancestors is their resourcefulness. Stone Age humans learned to cultivate and grow crops. They weathered hurricanes. They hunted, they trapped, and they fished for survival. They gathered berries and edible plants. They learned about herbal medicine. And our family owns pieces of that history. As well, I have a beautiful Stein from Deutschland. I've got statues, currency, that means pieces of money, coinage, and pieces of art from all over the world. More importantly than all the money in the world, I have a system of values, as well as religion and valuable traditions to pass on to anyone who wants to inherit. See, we teach our children to preserve real knowledge and the truth of human history. The development of civilization didn't come without turmoil. It had its trying times. Along with the preservation and appreciation for the knowledge of history, we spread and hand down the true and equitable knowledge of things holy and sacred in the same way as when someone passes to the other side, as we might give material things away. I've said that to say this. As a descendant of both natives and immigrants to this land, whose ancestors deep in antiquity likely survived ice ages and floods, if you come here as an immigrant, please respect and honor the culture you find here in Louisiana and be assimilated. As you do so, it's only fair that I caution indigenous people, quote unquote, here to respect and appreciate the customs and the heritage you've brought with you in ethical unionization. Let me ask you this though. Should we appropriate some of your culture as part of ours? Well, it's only right, if you're going to appropriate ours, that we should be permitted to do the same thing if we want to do so. It matters not whose ancestor did what to whom. See, we don't have to do that, but neither do you have to appropriate ours. We ask only that you honor and respect our way of life here in the United States, and we'll return that favor in kind.